TIFU, update, by getting tested to donate a kidney to my wife. Yes, I know I misspelled across. Yes, I do have bad grammar and spelling. Yes, I am stressed and freaking out. Yes, I can play the banjo. No, there was no genetic test when we got married. Our state stopped that in the 1990s. No, my wife has never been stuck in the dryer, but she once got stuck under the bed. Joke. The reason I did not go in too much detail is to try to not be so specific that I or my wife might be recognized. Well, the front page of Reddit didn't help with that. Thank you all for your comments and feedback. I didn't respond to them, but I did read all of them. The reason her family couldn't donate was that close relatives had some medical issues that prevent them from donating. Examples: high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, heavy drinkers, and more. The further out we tested, the less % of a match. I wanted to be tested because we needed to find someone. The doctor said it would be unlikely but wouldn't hurt to try. I was freaking out after I got the news and had to get outside advice. When the doc said that the percentage was abnormally high and that we might be related, I kind of zoned out and started to piece things together in my mind. My parents live 1,000 miles away. They met my in-laws a few times. Once at my wedding and when both my children were born. My children are fine. My daughter is incredibly smart for her age. My son is a handful and healthy. The way my adoption worked was when my bio mom gave birth to me, I was checked out and put in a different room. I was there but don't know how it officially worked. From what my parents explained, they were in that room waiting. They never met my bio mom in person. My bio mom only had a profile and picked them out of many candidates. I called my parents and told them that I needed to know everything they knew about my bio mom. They told me that they had limited knowledge. They said she was a single mom that was 16 years old. The father was not in the picture. Also, I was born in a hospital 1 hour from where my wife was born. Like I said, limited knowledge. Growing up, I didn't want to find out about my bio parents. To me, my parents were always my parents. I knew I was adopted and that it was a closed adoption. I figure it wouldn't matter long term. I'm not going to do an additional at-home DNA test through any of the traditional testing sites, like 23 or Ancestry, due to personal reasons, like the possibility of the family finding out. The doc said all of this to only me, not with my wife present. Some of the additional tests were done through the doctor, which was the CM test. I'm not an expert on DNA testing. They said it was like a 1900 plus CM match. This basically confirms one of my bio parents is one of hers. It can also mean first cousins or aunt, uncle. I'm guessing her dad. When my kids were born, my parents brought photos of me as a baby and commented that I and my son looked a lot like my wife's dad. My son was easily explainable. But all three of us are a different story. I'm not going to bring this up ever. I might look at my Phil differently, but nothing will hopefully change. I hope none of the family goes on Reddit and connects the dots. I am donating my kidney to my wife. We have started the full process. That takes time and a lot of preparation. I plan on talking to my wife after the surgery and after recovery. We will decide what to do with our kids. If we are going to get them tested or ever tell them. I will not be leaving my wife. I love and will always be there for her. I made vows and I will keep them. I love her more than I would a half-sister. TL. Dear, I'm donating my kidney to my wife, who is most possibly my paternal half-sister. You're doing a good thing. Despite what you know now, your priority is to the person you love. You had no idea how genetically close you were until this moment, and your wife needs help. It will be a huge shock to her, and maybe the best thing to do would be to tell your kids when they are mature enough to take the information seriously. Obviously that's something you and your wife will have to talk about. If I had found this out about me and my other half, we have an 18-year-old daughter together, it would not change how I feel about them, but I would definitely not have any more kids in case complications arose. I hope that the transplant is a success and that you both enjoy a lot more time together. You seem like a pretty grounded person for someone dealing with a spouse who needs a kidney. I wish you and your family all the best. Also, it's stuff like this that keeps me coming back to Reddit. Link to first post https www.reddit.com/r/tfu/comments/115scqx/tifu getting tested to donate kidney/ UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals iOS app and UTM name equals iOS SMF. Anthropology background here. This isn't as big of a deal as you think. In general, there isn't a huge genetic danger for first cousins marrying. In some cultures, cousin marriage isn't even taboo. The genetic difference for half-siblings is similar. Oh, don't get me wrong, if enough cousins and other kin keep marrying over and over for generations, like the Habsburgs, then it can be a problem, but the prohibition against this stuff is more taboo than science. The thing is, even if you married your half-sister or cousin, it doesn't matter. You didn't do so on purpose, so there's no moral issue. No one but you knows, so there's no taboo issue. The genetic risk is low and non-existent if there are no dangerously reinforceable genes. And it sounds like you have healthy children. Stop worrying about this. There's nothing to see here. You're a good husband and father. I love her more than I would a half-sister. I'm sorry, but this is a hilarious statement. With 1900 cm there is also a chance of pedigree collapse or endogamy. You are not necessarily half-siblings. https www.yourdnaguide.com/edgblog/pedigree collapse and genetic relationships. Thanks for the update, man. You are doing a good thing and I wish you all the best. Look at the bright side. Now you can go as Jaime and Cersei Lannister on the next Halloween. Seems it truly is a small world. Wow, holy cow, life has a funny way of saying aha. Gotcha. A truly full circle. I wish you and your wife well in recovery. You are a good man. Neither of you have done anything wrong. Regardless of the situation you find yourselves in, you are not there through any fault of your own. Stay together. It will be stressful. Ignore the people who say bad things. Be heart goes out you both, and I hope and pray the transplant goes well. If it's equally possible that you're cousins, why are you automatically assuming siblings? This is wonderfully sweet. You're doing a great thing. I don't know if anyone brought it up on your previous post, but genetic sexual attraction is a recognized phenomenon where long-lost relatives kinda get freaky for one another. You're not it alone, and all that really matters is that you care desperately for your partner and your children. I hope everything works out. How many years older than you is your wife's dad? Your mom was 15 or 16 when you were conceived. Donating your kidney to your wife? You're such a great brother. When your kids do ancestry DNA, they're gonna be some fireworks. So she took your spot with your birth parents and now she's taking one of your kidneys. FML. Isn't it going to be tough to lie to your wife about why you guys are such a strong match throughout the entire process? Seems like this might be something that should be spoken about ASAP. She could be very upset that you kept this from her for an extended period of time. Try to think about this from her perspective. I have no doubt you're trying to do the best thing you possibly can. But I don't believe that excluding your wife from this new information will be healthy when she finds out you've been holding it from her. Regardless of your reasons why, it might be worth noting that scientifically it's not that big of a deal. And the chances of you guys having had any complications were very, very slim to begin with. That is a pretty heavy load to unpack. On the bright side, you will be shedding some load through the surgery. Wait until she has had time to recover before saying anything to her. This is going to come as a pretty big shock, and she isn't going to want to deal with that while in recovery. Don't wait too long though, as this is likely going to eat the hell out of you. And she almost certainly will notice. You don't want an accusation that there is something wrong be answered with this.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.